Hi everyone, Matthew Robinson here for the 12th episode of the DreadHead Chronicles. Today I'll be reviewing the latest movie from the Coen Brothers, Burn After Reading. Now, before I talk about this movie, I'd like to talk about something that I did promise to discuss earlier, and that is who is better, the WWE Divas or the TNA Knockouts as far as women's wrestling goes. Now, I got a couple of comments and replies and emails telling me who was better, and the overall unanimous winner is the TNA Knockouts. It seems like everyone agrees the TNA Knockouts are better than the WWE Divas, which is not very surprising to me. That's who I was leaning towards as well. Let me just pull up a few comments that some of you guys have said. Hold on one second. Bossman103 said TNA is the best because WWE treats their females like a piece of meat. It should be which ones do you respect more, TNA or WWE, and their Playboy covers and pillow fights and other nonsense. Alright. Professor Fenwick, one of my friends, said, I have to agree though, there is nothing wrong with women being sexy. TNA manages to sex them up, but also make sure that they actually show they have talent. Storms Inc. said this. TNA is better because TNA makes their Knockouts title mean something. The Knockouts even main events on Impact a few times. And like you said, WWE Divas are not that good don't have that many good wrestlers, and their matches are really short. Katie Lee and Beth Phoenix are the only talent the WWE has. So, thank you. There are a few more comments there, but thank you guys for giving your input on which brand you thought was better. There wasn't a single person who suggested that WWE Divas were better than the TNA Knockouts. But now let's get to my review of Burn After Reading from the Academy Award winning duo, the Coen Brothers. Now, Burn After Reading is one of those movies that you really have to be thinking, you really have to be listening to what they're saying. Despite the fact that every character in this movie is pretty much idiotic and stupid or has something really wrong with them socially or mentally in some form of respect, you actually have to listen to what they're saying to realize why they're so inept. So this really isn't a movie you can just walk in kind of drunk and, laugh it off with some of your friends. You really have to come to this movie prepared to think a little bit. It's obviously a satire of all the war and terror, the traitors, the threats within, but it does it very stylishly, and it never gets really preachy, and there's never like a moment where they're hitting you on top of the head with this big moral message, unlike some of the movies that our satires do. So that's appreciated. First of all, let me talk about the best thing about this movie. I would say the best thing about this movie is the acting and the chemistry between the actors and their scenes. Particularly, there's some great scenes between George Clooney and Frances McDormand, Brad Pitt and Frances McDormand. Tilda Swinton does a good job. John Malkovich does a good job. J.K. Simmons is hilarious. It's one of those really funny movies where the actors are just kind of having fun and they're making everyone laugh. The script is good. It's solid. It's not gonna probably get nominated for an Oscar or anything like that, but it's solid. But you can obviously tell the Coen Brothers wrote this a little bit for some of the little quirky little quips that are in there. There's some of their little style of dialogue. I think it was a good choice that they went from No Country for Old Men to something so lighthearted as this, because after you had such a deep, dark, and depressing movie, it's good to kind of lighten up and show people, hey, there's another side to us. So that was appreciated. Some bad things about this movie, the middle, it sags a little bit. It sags a bit in the movie. I think there was a point where I was taken out of the movie, like mentally, and I was thinking, well, how long is this scene going to last, or where is this going? There were a few moments like that, just a few, but there were a few noticeable moments where I was thinking, okay, when's it going to kind of pick up, when's something going to happen? But it was still a very enjoyable movie. I really liked it, so I'm going to give this movie 2.5 stars out of 4. It's not going to be groundbreaking. It's not going to have you saying, wow, coming out of the movie theater saying, wow, that was the greatest movie I've ever seen, or that was so funny. It's no Superbad or Knocked Up, but it's funny. It's enjoyable. And I would say, if you know, if you got a good couple friends who want to go see a movie like this, so, just dish out the money and go see it. I would suggest a matinee. I don't think this movie is really one of those movies you want to pay the full price for. But a matinee, and you would be very, you'd be very satisfied, I think. And you know, you might want to just wait to rent it. It's not really a theater movie because, you know, it's not really one of those movies where you need to like be in the theater to appreciate it. So that's what I think about Burn After Reading. As always, leave your comments, suggest any other movies you think I should go try to see or rent and review, and I will try to do that. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about next time, but also if you guys want to, leave a text comment. Do you think I need a shave? I really need a shave, I think. I haven't shaved in a while. It's been about 2 weeks since I've shaved, and I always had the goatee, but all this other stuff is literally starting to look bad. I need to shave it badly. Making me look disgruntled and disheveled. Unless, you know, you guys think I look good with it. You know, any ladies out there think I look good? Looking good? Looking all gruff? Sorry, that was a joke. Anyway, I'll be back next time, and I'll talk about something else. In the meantime, if you want to check out any of my videos, please do subscribe, add me as a friend, rate, and comment. Until next time, remember, it's all in there.